Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of the most skilled rappers of this generation, JID. The Atlanta MC who's been dropping nothing but lyrical fire since he stepped onto the scene. But here's a question that doesn't get asked enough. Did JID actually make a mistake signing to Dreamville? Because when you look at how things have played out, there's a strong argument that he could have been much bigger if he went another route. Let's break it down. Back in 2017, JID signed with J. Cole's Dreamville Records. At the time, it looked like a huge win. Dreamville was building its reputation as a label that cared about artistry. They had Earth Gang, BAS, Ari Lennox, Kaz, and of course Cole himself leading the charge. For JID, who was all about lyricism and storytelling, Dreamville felt like a perfect fit. He dropped the Never story under the label, and it immediately established him as a serious force. Then came DiCaprio 2 in 2018, which showed his versatility and earned him comparisons to legends like Kendrick. By the time the Forever Story dropped in 2022, JID had proven he was not only consistent, but also capable of putting together projects with real depth. So on paper, everything looks solid. But here's the catch: talent doesn't automatically translate into superstardom. And that's where Dreamville comes in. Dreamville has always been an artist-first label, which is dope. But the downside is, Dreamville doesn't push their artists into the mainstream spotlight the way other labels do. Outside of Cole, who was already a superstar before the label really formed, how many Dreamville artists can you say are household names? Ari Lennox has her R&B lane, Earth Gang has Critical Love, Ba is respected, but none of them are chart-dominating, arena headlining, world-touring superstars. And JID, with his insane ability, ends up caught in that same cycle. He's loved by hip-hop heads, praised by critics, and he's always part of conversations about who's the best lyricist out right now. But he hasn't been positioned to take that next leap into mainstream dominance. Compare that to what could have happened if he signed elsewhere. Imagine JID on TDE back when Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, and Isaiah Rashad were all active. TDE had the machine, the momentum, and the ability to push their artists into the spotlight. JID could have easily been groomed as the next generational talent right alongside Kendrick. It's obvious he has everything it takes to be a superstar. The flows, the delivery, the writing, even the unique voice, it's all there. He's one of those rare artists who can go toe-to-toe with literally anyone on a verse. Even on features, like his work with Imagine Dragons on Enemy, JID showed he can cross over into different audiences seamlessly. That song became a huge hit, and for a lot of people, it was their introduction to him. That's the kind of momentum an artist should be able to build on. But here's the problem. Without the right push, moments like that don't snowball into stardom. Instead, they fade into being just another dope JID verse. And that's the frustrating part. Because when you look at the landscape of hip-hop right now, JID could be one of the leaders of the new generation. He has everything it takes. But being under Dreamville feels like a captive ceiling. Now, to be fair, Dreamville has given JID freedom. He's been able to drop music that feels authentic, without label interference. He's respected, he's credible, and he has a loyal fan base. That's the blessing. But the curse is, he's not getting that superstar treatment. He's not headlining festivals worldwide. He's not dominating charts the way he could. And while some people might argue that JID doesn't need mainstream fame to be considered great, the reality is his talent deserves it. And it feels like Dreamville just hasn't figured out how to elevate him to that level. So, did JID make a mistake signing to Dreamville? In my opinion, yeah, at least if we're talking about commercial success and reaching his full superstar potential. He's still young in the game, and if he makes the right moves, whether that's branching out, pushing himself beyond the Dreamville umbrella, or just finding new ways to market himself, he can still take that leap. Because make no mistake, JID is one of the best rappers alive right now. But will the world recognize it on a mainstream level? That depends on the choices he makes moving forward. What do y'all think? Did JID make a mistake signing with Dreamville, or was it the best move for his career? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hip-hop breakdowns.